this. Thank you, man. Thanks for remembering this. Cool. So it is started now. So yeah, as we discussed, so today we are going to cover the rest of the installation topic, and we will try to address the isolation levels, and then we will move to the locking. Okay, different types of locking, and yeah. So based on the suggestion, so today we are going to use the red dot machine that I am going to create in the uh, AWS console, that Amazon Web Service. Okay, so I would recommend to everyone to have it one. So if you do not have it already, I would strongly recommend to create one AWS account, Google Cloud account. So they are providing some free resources we can use. Some kind of $300. That was before. Now I'm not sure how much it is now, but always you will get some free tier machines. You will get hands-on on the AWS console, and you can create the servers. Moreover, you can create the servers for your testing. You don't need to rely on your VMs, right? So you can just log in the console, and you can create your own servers. But when you are handling with this, you need to be make sure you are using within the limit, within the free limit. Okay, if you are okay to spend money, that is fine. But if you are looking for the free resources, then you need to make sure you are using that within the limit. Okay, fine. So actually, I just wanted to show this. So this is my login. So here, just type the browser AWS console login. So you just click the first link, and there should be the option to sign into console. So I already created the account, so I'm just going to sign in. So this credentials are already saved. So the I am signing in. So if you do not have that account already, you should sign up all these things. It will ask for your card detail as well, debit card details as well, but it will not auto debit. You need to make the payment, and also initially I think they will charge 1 or 2 rupees to test your card. That's it. So yeah. Fine. So this is actually the console. So once you log in the console, just go to your search bar and type EC2. Okay. There are a lot of services. You can I mean, you can get familiar with the cloud machines like RDS or Aurora. EC2 is mainly for creating the VMs. Okay, creating the servers. So just you click this EC2. Okay. Then once it is come, I mean, once you click the EC2, it will take you to the dashboard. Okay. And here, just click the instances. Okay. So instances, here I am already running one machine, which is, the name is Hercules. And you can see this is current state is running. This is my IP, public IP. So I can just connect, login. Okay. So you can maintain, like, just click it and instant state whatever you want to reboot or shut down or terminate, whatever you can do that here. So now if I want to create one new machine, I need to click launch instance. Okay, so there it will ask, you need to provide the name. Any name is fine. For example, for us, binary installation. Okay, so any name, some relative name would be better. And here you can see there are a lot of OS, which OS you want to use. See, these are the available OS, so you can spin up anything like. So here we are going to use the Red Hat. So I just selected the Red Hat. So there you can select the versions, which version you want, Red Hat 9 or 10, whatever. You can choose the version here. Okay. So I am actually, this is my business account, not the free tier account. So I do not have the free tier machines available here. But when you create the free tier account, you might see that. Okay. So here you can see this is the one of the machine I'm going to spin up. That it has two virtual CPU and 1 GB memory. And here you can tell the cost, all these things per hour, how much it will charge, all these things it will be telling. And you can choose whatever machines you want. You can see the machines from different resource. Okay, lot of tires available. You can choose anything. For example, if you see this is a C5N4 logic. This is 16 with CPU, 42 GB RAM. This is very customized. Like it will definitely meet your requirement. There are a lot of tires available. So whatever you want based on your requirement, you need to choose it. So this is one 128 virtual CPU 256. Okay, all the tires are available. So you need to choose what you want. So for us, as I'm going to show something, this okay, let me admit. Yeah, this is just for our testing. I'm just choosing this one, two CPU and 1 GB memory. I'm choosing T3 micro. Okay, and initially to log in the server, you can choose the key which if already exists. Otherwise, you can also create one new keeper. Okay, so I am creating a new keeper. So here I'm binary installation. So once you click the create keeper, it will automatically download. Okay. Um, so I just used create. So here you can see this is downloaded. Here, right? uh, then you should keep it safe because this is the key you need to log in the machine. I will show that. Okay, so this security parameters, just keep it as it is. But if you want to use it with more security, you need to create your own security group within the private network. Then you can use it. And there are a few rules like inbound and outbound rules to allow the port access where it can be accessed, all these things you can choose it. Okay, I think we will see that in the RDS and Aurora, like when we come to that section we will cover that more. Okay, so currently I'm just choosing anywhere I can log in, so I'm not going to touch anything that. So this disk size, which one you want, you can choose it. There are a lot of disk, I mean, IWOPs. You can choose it. Okay. So I'm just going with GP3, and my disk size will be 10 GB. That is fine. Just to install the MySQL, the 10 GB is fine. So finally, after confirming everything, I'm just going to do the launch instance here. Okay. So once I click the launch instance, you can see the details here. It is request initialized successful, succeeded. Okay, so once everything is done, once you get this success message, you can go to the instance again here, and now you can see my new machine is created. Okay, now a new machine is created. It is still initialization, but it is created. You can click right click and you can do connect here. Okay, you can do connect here, and you have the different options to connect your machine. Okay, it will also tell you how to connect your give the command how to connect your machine. So you will get the details here. Okay, fine. So now I am coming to this machine and I'm copying the IP of this machine. So this is my IP. So let me copy this. And once I copied, okay, let me admit. Yeah. So once I copied the IP, I am going to my terminal. Let me open one new edge here, SSH. Yeah, before that, downloads. I have the file, right? ls grep binary. So this is the PEM file, key file, which is downloaded when I'm creating the keypad, right? And here I am just using this binary installation.pem. And for Ubuntu, if you are creating the Ubuntu machines, then the username is Ubuntu by default. When you are creating RHL CentOS machines, the username is by default EC2-user. Okay, EC2-user at IP. I just paste the IP here. Now I am trying to log in the machine which I created in the AWS machine. Okay, so I am getting one error, which is the permission denied. This should be the permission for this file. So currently it has 644, right? Read for 4. Read has 4 value. W means write, which has 2 value. So current I mean privilege is 644. It should be 400 or 600 also work.
chmod 600, Shri.
You want to set 600, right?
Yeah, you can set 600. It will work. I hopefully.
Yeah, but I am just trying to reduce that also. Fine, yeah. 400 will also work. Just the user can have the read privilege that should work. Okay. Um, so I just logged in the machine here and hit the C star release. Yeah. So here you can see this is the Red Dot Enterprise machine. 10th version is 10. Okay. So now this is installed. So we are now in the RHL machine. Okay, and this basic check you can do like in proc free -h. In proc will display the available CPU. Free -h will display our current memory, how much it is, and how much used all these details, right? And df-th it will display our disk. So currently available is 1.8.1 GB available. That is more than enough to create the install the MySQL. Okay, fine. So this is now we created the RHL machine. So the next step is so yesterday we see about the repo based installation as well as the um, package bundle installation, right? And yesterday we had a question to switch to MySQL user and do the service stop start restart, how to manage that. We had that question, right? So I was trying to work it out something. So by default, yeah, before starting with the binary installation, I mean the third type of installation, I just want to go through it. Okay. So initially, our MySQL user which is created will never have the no login and it does not have the shell access. Okay. If you want to manage your MySQL, the stop or start or restart, or you want to log in as a MySQL shell, you need to first update that privilege. So for default, you can see the bin is false, right? It is false. So you need to update that first with bin bash or bin sh, whatever. You need to update that for the MySQL user. So once that is done, you will be able to switch to MySQL shell. Okay, su hyphen MySQL. You can see now this is from root to MySQL. You will be able to switch to the MySQL shell. Now, by default, after switching, you will not get the access to stop or start. See, I am trying to stop the MySQL service with the MySQL user, right? I am getting the access denied error. And also, whenever this systemctl or service, this all the startup scripts will be available. It will be managed by the systemd, right? It will be managed by the systemd. And whatever service you want to stop or start or restart, you should have the root access. Okay, you should have the root access. Without that, systemd will never allow. That is the strict rule. It will never allow whether even the user have the complete privilege, it will not allow. Okay, so for a workaround, what we can do is you need to create one file. For example, let me show that. 1 second. Hmm. Yeah. So you need to create one service file within the sudo's d folder. Let me show this file. Okay, so I'm in the MySQL cat, this file. There you need to allow the commands which the MySQL user can execute. Second. Okay. So for the MySQL user, all root and these are the commands are allowed. You need to tell what are the commands can be allowed by this user. Okay. And once this is done, you can again switch to the MySQL user. Then you can still systemctl status MySQL. This work. And if I am trying to stop the MySQL, again you will get the access to it. But the workaround is you can use sudo here. Sudo systemctl stop MySQL. Even with the MySQL user, it will work. Okay. So you can see the status, it is now inactive. And you can also start back. Systemctl start MySQL status. You will able to stop and start and restart whatever you can do with this. So this is one of the workaround I found it. If you want to manage the manage your MySQL start stop activity using the MySQL users, this will be the workaround. But still, if you ask me, this is not recommended approach because usually in the MySQL documentation, everywhere it is not recommended to allow the shell access for the MySQL user because the MySQL user have the complete access to all the files, and if someone have the access to the uh, MySQL user, they can easily corrupt your database also. So this is something not recommended. But if you are still looking something to manage these things with the MySQL user, this is the one of the workaround you can do it. The thing is, you need to first allow the shell access to your MySQL using that user mode command. Once that is done, you need to create one service file inside the sudo.d folder. There you need to update the commands which you are allowing to perform for the MySQL user. Once that is allowed, you will be good. And still, after switching to the MySQL, you will not able to do with just without sudo you cannot perform, but with sudo you will be able to manage this. Okay, fine. This is the one thing. And also from the last session we had one more question. O or BCTL. One second. O or BCTL list. Okay, the how to identify whether my MySQL is installed with a repository or the packages, Debian or RPM packages. This is also one of the question yesterday we had, right? So let me show that also clear. So this is actually the MySQL repo. We install the MySQL here using the repository. Let me admit one second. Okay, this is we are done with the repository, and let me log in orb-m bundle. Okay, so this is here we install the MySQL using bundle, right? Now let me switch to both the screen. dpkg-l grep -i MySQL. So it will list the packages MySQL, right? So these all are installed. Here one thing you can identify is if you are having the repository based installation, you will find this one. So this is one of the approach. Okay, you will find the repository package here, MySQL apt config, MySQL apt repo. So this is the one thing. If it will tell you that you are using the repository on the machine. Okay, so this is the one thing. Then there is the other approach also, like apt policy MySQL community server. So whatever package you want to check, you can just use this. Okay, that's it. So here you can see this is the repo based installation, and you can see this is the here it will mention this one 500 repo mysql.com. So this package is coming from this repository. Okay, but when we used to install without repository, there you will not see that. Okay, when you are used to install using the repository, then you will see that. Okay, and if you are running in the RHL machine, then you can use DNF info or yum info for that package. You will get the same details there as well. Okay, fine. This is the one. And again, uh, etc apt source list dot d. Within this folder you will find all the repo. So here we use the install the MySQL using the repository, so you will see the repo file here, mysql.list. But here we just installed without repo. We just install using the bundle, right? So here you will not see the repo file. So these are the three different ways you can check whether the MySQL is installed using the not only MySQL, for every package you can check it, whether it was installed from the repository or just using the bundle. Anyhow, binary install is something different. You will never see the packages within the dpkg-l. So that time itself you can confirm that MySQL is not installed with the repo or bundle. Okay, fine. So I think this is one of the reliable way to check this apt policy or DNF info. These commands will be helpful and it will directly tell you whether it is coming from repo or not. Okay, fine. So these are the two questions we had yesterday. So just want to clear it. Now let's move with the next installation step. So here what we did, we created the on server, which is RHEL from the AWS console. And now we are about to install the uh, MySQL. What happened? Okay, so this is broken. Need to set this timeout values in SSH config. I just logged in again. That's it. Okay. Fine. So now we have the server. We are going to see how to install the MySQL using code, binary code. Okay. So for this also, first we need to download the code. So just go to the browser, MySQL Community Server. Same thing. Click the first link. And here choose your MySQL version, which is 8.4.7. And this one, if you are to install using the binary, then you should use the Linux generic. We have the Linux generic binary for all the flavors, Linux flavors. Okay. If you want to install through the package, DPN package or RPM package or repository, then you need to choose the right OS here. But when you are going to install using the binaries, then you should select the Linux generic only. Okay, here. Not only Ubuntu or not only Red Hat. Wherever Linux flavored OS you are going to install using binaries, you should choose the Linux generic option. Okay. So after selecting that, you can see this is the glibc compressed archive, the first one. You can see this is the generic file. So this is the compressed tar archive, okay? And this is also for the x86 64-bit architecture. You might see the another one which is for the ARM, right? That is for the ARM architecture. So for us, we are using x86 64. So and also after selecting this, you will see one more option, OS version. Okay, so this is for ARM, and here for x86 we have two things, right? uh 2.28 and 2.17. Okay, so this is something you can check your current version. For example, LDD hyphen version, it will tell your current glibc version. Okay, so my current version is 2.39. So here you can see this is actually the backward compatibility. For example, 2.39 I am having, the latest one is here 2.28, so I can choose that. Okay, so whatever the versions lower than 2.39 will be supported. It is the backward compatibility. Fine. So now we choose everything, and it have currently we have the package glibc tar here. Just click the download. Same thing. Copy link address. Then go to your server and do wget and just download it. Okay. So DNF install wget. By default, the wget is not there, so I'm just installing it. Okay. Mm, yeah, it is installed now, and I am just downloading it. Okay, so after creating the server, we did not run the update, right? So let me do one DNF update also. Fine. Uh, yeah, let me update it. Okay, so let it run. So yesterday session we see that whenever we install the MySQL, it will create everything. I mean, after at the end of the installation process, it will create its data directory. It will create its base directory. It will create the my.cnf under slash etc slash MySQL location. Everything will be created by the when we during the installation process, right? Both the approach for the repository based installation as well as the bundle when we are manually when we are installing the package, the same time it was created by default and it was created in the default locations, right? Now with this one we need to define everything. Like we need to tell what will be my base directory, we need to tell what is my data directory, we need to tell where I need to create my MySQL config, we need to tell where should my log directory. This everything we can define. And also, when you are managing your MySQL with repo or RPM, you can, generally, you can run one MySQL, right? One MySQL. Uh, but here you can manage one MySQL instance in one server. But using the binaries, you can run multiple MySQL instances. Okay, I mean you can manage differently. You can choose different ports and you can run multiple MySQL instances in a single server. That is also something we can do with the binaries. Okay, so what we are going to do, how we are going to approach this is we will create one folder, we'll create one dedicated folder like slash MySQL or whatever. Within that particular folder, we are going to have all my MySQL related files, base directory, data directory, log directory, and my.cnf. Everything I am going to keep it there. Then we will see how we can initialize and how we can start the MySQL service using the binaries. Okay, so let's wait until this is completed. This is in the cleanup stage, right? But yeah, it's taking long time. One more thing I want to share. This RHL, I think when you are coming to RHL, I think until RHL 7, we use the yum command, yum update, yum install, all these things. But after 8, 9, 10, we mostly use DNF install, DNF update. These commands will be used. And also, I think still yum is supported in the RHL 10 as well. It is supported, but I think that is the wrapper of DNF. Yum is, I think it was designed with Python 2, but DNF is Python 3. It is designed with Python 3, and this is comparatively faster than yum. DNF is faster than yum. This is what I read in the document. That I'm just sharing that information. That's it. Okay. So I think maybe in the later versions, yum will be removed, completely removed. So if you are relying in the RHL, then I would recommend to get familiar with the DNF command instead of yum. Okay, I am also a fan of yum command, but this is something like it will be removed in the coming version. So better to uh, get familiar with the DNF command. Okay, fine. This is still running.
So if you install binaries, sorry, not binaries, through repository or bundle packages, per server, we can do only one MySQL instance.
Huh. That is not exactly, but you can do one bundle installation and repo installation. Then still you can have the different MySQLs with the different binaries. Okay, you can still have the binaries there, and you can install, run
No,
multiple.
not binaries. See, I want to, can't I do create more than one instance by using repository installation
The
in
package
the
will be, yeah, the
okay.
package
So
will
one
be,
more time, see, for example, if I create separate file system like what we create here in the different file systems, can't I choose the different file systems for install different bundle packages? It means each bundle package, we create one instance, one MySQL instance, right?
yeah, that is correct.
So just can't I use separate file system for this bundle package
Yeah.
in the same server?
I think you can install, but you need separate port number. Generally, multi instances will run on the different port numbers. If you
Correct.
install
Yeah.
other instances with default port number, it will not work. You need to
No, that is what my question.
create.
That is what my question is, that a
Yes,
different
we
file
can install.
system and
Yeah, we can.
different port number.
Yes, we
Where
can
it will
install.
ask
We can.
actually. Yesterday it never asked us, right? So to
It will take
specify.
default port number. It will take default port number. It will update automatically. 3306 or 3307.
Yeah, so
So
that's what. So not required to use separately. Just if it is already using 3306, then the second binary in bundle installation, it will choose for other port, right?
yeah,
3307.
you need to define my.cnf all the parameters in under MySQL D2 like that.
Yes, that is fine. But when during the bundle package, actually we don't have that option, right? To
Yeah, no,
during the
we don't have.
installation.
After that, then before
After,
starting the after unzipping the all the packages and before starting MySQL D, you need to configure all the things. Then you need to start the MySQL D2 like that. It will pointing like it will read the my.cnf and as per that it will start.
correct. Okay.
So
Yesterday
here,
shown that one.
yeah, what I would say is you have the options to run the multiple MySQL instance. There is the option MySQL D underscore multi. Okay, that you can something define in your my.cnf file, and you can have different configs. For, let's say I want to create two multiple MySQL instance using the same package. In the sense, I need to define MySQL D underscore multi. Then I need to define create different config like MySQL D1, MySQL D2. Under that, I can define the config and I can start different MySQL instances. That is something possible, but these different multiple instances will rely on the same package. Okay, that was installed. When you are installing with bundle or repo, you can run different MySQL instances, but all these different MySQL instances will be use the same package which you installed, right? You cannot install multiple each for different instances. You can, let's say, simple scenario, I want to install MySQL 8.0 and MySQL 8.4 in the same server using the bundle or repo. That is something not possible because you will get the conflicts. But if I want to run my different MySQL instances with different port and different file system or different data directory, that is possible. But all these MySQL instances will use the same package. This is the scenario with bundle and repo. But if you have the binary installation, I mean the one which we are seeing now, using this, you can run multiple MySQL instances with different versions. Let's say I want to run one MySQL with 8.0, possible. One 8.0 and 8.4. I need to run two MySQL instances. That is possible with the binary installation. I want to run three or four, five, whatever. That is something with the different versions. That is something possible with the binary installation. That makes sense now?
Yes, yes, that's what my question. Yeah, okay, got it now.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Maybe we will
But
see that.
is this
Mm.
Is this a best practice to run multiple instances on the server like on production?
Not exactly, but what I see, some, let's say, if you want to test something on your test environment, even I also did many times. Quickly, instead of creating the server, raising the request, if I want to do test something, I will use my dev server or whatever. I will quickly download the binaries there and I will test it. Spin up one small instance, I will test it. But this is not recommended in the production environment. This is something you don't have the option to create the new server, but you want to test something, then you may do that. After testing it, you can completely remove the entire thing. That is something doable. But I also see some people's some uh, they are running two MySQL instances also. That is one. Let me tell one scenario. One of the client before they were using MySQL 5.6 some years before. There they were running. They have only one server for, but they want to run two replicas because they have two primaries, two masters. They want to have two replica to get the data from both of the master. They were running in the 5.6. Okay. That time we do not have the multi-source replication that is introduced in the MySQL 5.7, but they were running that time it was 5.6. So what they were did, they created one server and with some good hardware, and they have MySQL instances with binaries, and they were running I mean two replicas in a single server to get the data from both the master in a single server. This is how they did. But that is not the scenario now, because now after MySQL 5.7 we have the multi-source replication, right? There we can have one replica that can connect different masters, multiple, more than one masters, and that can get the data into the one server. That is a different scenario. But this is something before, some 5 to 6 years before, when they were running in the MySQL 5.6, they did this approach with the binary installation. Okay, fine. So this is about it. So this DNF update is also completed. Why am I on the screen? Timeout. I'm switching to sudo. This is already downloaded. You can see this package tar-xvf MySQL. I'm just extracting it. Okay, it should be quick. Okay, so this is done. So after it extracted, you will see this folder. Okay, so going to this folder, you will see all these files. So you remember these files, right? So these are all the files which are needed to install the MySQL. So this is our base directory, right? So base directory means base directory will contains all the files, libraries, supporting files uh, to that used to install the MySQL, right? So this is our base directory. So this is what we downloaded, and we just extracted. Now we get all these files here that used to install the MySQL. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to create the folders inside MySQL. Inside MySQL, I'm going to create one folder base. You can have any name, any location. You can have it. MySQL data, then MySQL logs. Okay, I created three folders. I'm just going into MySQL folder. There I can see now three folders are created. Base is I'm going to use it as a base directory. Data I'm going to use a data directory. Log for storing the logs, slow log, error log, whatever. Now I'm going to move. You can do copy also, but we created just 10 GB of disk, right? Considering that, and move will be faster. So considering all these things, I am just move the entire files from the folder where we extracted to base. Okay, I'm just moving all the files and folders to base. Now, if you see, my base directory is now 1.7 GB, and I'm just going into base directory and I'm checking the files. Everything is available here, right? Everything is available here. Now, the next step is I need to create the MySQL configuration file, which is the my.cnf file, right? Which is the my.cnf file. I am just creating inside the same folder vi my.cnf, okay? My.cnf. And here I need to tell, yeah, as I mentioned yesterday, everything should be listed under the MySQL D, okay? MySQL D group. So I need to tell, because when I'm trying to start the MySQL, it will go and look by default, it will go and look the default locations, which means slash etc MySQL my.cnf slash varlib MySQL slash user base directory. It will go and look the default location, right? So I need to tell, because but currently I need to install my MySQL on the different location. So I need to tell to MySQL daemon, hey, use this locations instead of looking the default one. Okay, I need to tell it. So how we can tell? We can tell through the config. So base dir equal to slash MySQL base, and data dir equal to slash MySQL slash data, right? And log hyphen log error equal to slash MySQL slash logs. You can give any name, MySQL d dot logs, okay? And socket, we need to tell the socket also. Socket equal to slash MySQL dot sock. Socket file should have the dot sock extension. Okay. Anything else? Maybe port. Yeah, by default it will MySQL's default port is 3306. Okay. If you don't want to run the MySQL in any of the custom port, by default, always MySQL uses the 3306 port. And if you want to change the port, you can do something 3307. Yeah, it will run in the, you need to define here. That's it. There is lot of config, but for time being, this is fine to tell, to install the MySQL here. Okay. Now I'm just saving this file, cat my.cnf. So my my.cnf is now have all the locations where it needs to look for base directory, data directory, and log directory. Everything is created in the my.cnf. Okay. And now I need to, in the bundle and repository based installation, when I am doing the installation itself, it will create the MySQL user. And the MySQL will be run in the MySQL user. All the directories, folders, everything should have the MySQL ownership permission. Okay, but here this is binary, we need to create manually, right? We need to create the MySQL user manually. So I think I have the command. Where is the command? Yeah, so this is the one, user add. Yeah, so I just created the MySQL user now, and I am also changing the ownership. Change own, ch own hyphen r MySQL. I am just, for user and group, I am updating the MySQL ownership for the entire MySQL folder. So now you can see all this are now. Previously it was root because I created the folder using the root user. So it was root before. Now I just change the ownership here. Okay. And for data directory and log directory, you can just keep just reducing the permission chmod 750. Okay. So 7 means read, write, execute. Read have 4 value, write have 2 value, execute have 1 value. Okay. And this is for a user, group, and others. Okay. So I am for others will never do it. The others cannot do anything. So we are making it 0 here. Okay. The group, whoever have added in the MySQL group, they can still have the access to read and execute, which means 4 plus 1, 5. Read and execute, they can do, but they cannot write anything. Okay. Only the MySQL user, the same MySQL user have the access to 7, which means 4 plus 2 plus 1. Read 4, write 2, execute 1, right? 7. Complete privilege only we allocated for the MySQL user. Okay. So this is good. I mean, 750 is the best practice to provide the, I mean, for the data folder. Okay. Data folder and log folder. The MySQL user have the complete privilege. Okay. So I'm just updating this ownership, sorry, this permission to data folder and the log folder. Fine. So this is done. Yeah, I'm just verifying it. Yeah, so here the first read, write, execute, and the group have read, execute, others have nothing. So I just verified it. Fine. So we created the user, we updated the ownership, and we updated the permissions. Everything is done now. And we created the MySQL my.cnf config as well. There we provided all the location. We have the installation files, which means the base directory, right? Uh, and we created the data directory also, but there is nothing. Inside the base, we have all this installation file. Inside the data, there is nothing. And inside the logs, there is nothing. Okay, they are the empty folder. Now, the next step is I need to start the MySQL service, right? So to start the MySQL service, to I need the data files, right? Without the data files, how the MySQL will start? It cannot run with the empty directory, right? MySQL need the basic files. It should be there, right? So first we need to create the basic files inside the data directory. But how to do that? So we have one option which is initialize. Okay. So when we run the initialize, then it will initialize the entire data structure for the MySQL data directory. Okay, let's see that. So currently there is nothing inside the slash data, sorry, data slash. Now, yeah, and also here with the repo and bundle, if I just running the MySQL or MySQL D, whatever, it will run because all these files are already exist in the user bin, right? But here, this is just we downloaded the binary, right? So we need to use the entire location here for now. MySQL base, everything is in the base. Inside the base, we have the bin folder, bin, and there we have all these command lines. Okay, so to initialize the MySQL data directory and to run the MySQL, we need the MySQL daemon. Yesterday we see that, right? Which is MySQL D. That is the MySQL daemon. So we are going to use the MySQL D. Then we need to tell where is my my.cnf, because by default it will go and look the slash etc my.cnf. This is RHEL, right? So slash etc my.cnf. But here our my.cnf location is different. So we need to tell where is my my.cnf is located, right? So how we can tell? There is an option defaults file equal to slash MySQL slash my.cnf. Okay. Then the next one is we need to uh, we need to initialize first, right? So I mentioned there is one option to initialize. Let me little bit move this up. Okay, fine. Yeah. So here I need to provide initialize option. Okay, initialize. Then you should initialize with the MySQL user hyphen user equal to MySQL. Okay. So these are all the options we need. Now I am running this. So it will be quick. Yeah. So it is done now. Now you can see ls data. You can see all the files and folders are created now, right? And if you see logs, MySQL d.log is created. Data file is also created, right? I mean, the complete data structure is now created to start the MySQL, to run the MySQL. Okay. Now you can run the MySQL with the same command. Just remove the initialize option. Remove the initialize option because you already initialized, right? And to run it on the background, just add the ampersand symbol at the end and just enter. Okay. So MySQL D is now running with the default file, which is slash MySQL slash my.cnf and running in the MySQL user, right? You can verify whether the MySQL is running or not using ps-process. Yeah, so you can see MySQL is running. Fine. Now I need to log in. So MySQL initialized and now the MySQL is running. Now I need to log in the MySQL, right? So to log in the MySQL base bin. So here you can see the MySQL client. This is the MySQL client, MySQL. And if you do just -p, you can see cannot connect to the local MySQL server through the socket. Okay, so I need to tell this MySQL client is by default it is looking the different socket, but our socket is different. We define inside the my.cnf, we define socket is /MySQL/MySQL dot sock, right? And you can provide the socket like this hyphen capital S, then provide the socket. You can give the space, otherwise without space also it will work. Okay. Now if
So,
I'm doing it,
sorry, what is it here? The work of socket editor.
sorry,
So what is the work of socket
work of
to
socket.
start?
Okay, okay. So
Actually, I
using
don't know that.
yeah. So using the socket, MySQL will connect. You can log in or you can connect the MySQL locally. For all the Unix process, you will have the socket. Okay,
Mhm.
so that can be used to connect the process locally. Let's say MySQL, we have the port, right? 3306 or that 3307, whatever port you are running, that remote connections will be established through the socket. Remote connections will cannot be established through the socket. Okay, but if
Mhm.
you are trying to log in the MySQL locally, then the connection should establish through the socket. I will show you. For example, yeah, now I am doing this. It is accessed in it. So previously it was cannot connect to the MySQL server because the socket was wrong. And after putting the right socket, now you can see accessed in it, right? And but yesterday when we were seeing on the Ubuntu machine while installing, it was asking for password, so we given that, and then we used that password to do login. But here, with the binaries, the thing is different. You need to get the password from your error log for the first installation. When you are installing the MySQL first, you will get the default password will be printed in your error log. My error log location is MySQL logs and the MySQL d.log. So here you can see, where is that? Mm, yeah. So here you can see a temporary password is generated for root at localhost, and this is my password. Okay. But using this password, it will never allow to do anything. For example, let me show that. Yeah. So now I am login and I'm providing the password. I'm managed to enter in the MySQL shell. And if I'm executing the slashes or show schemas, what it is telling, you must reset your password using alter user statement before executing this statement. Okay. So whenever you are logging with the temporary password, you should reset your password. So to reset, alter user root at localhost identified by identified by any password like root 123. Okay, need to give the delimiter. Okay, now I reset the password. Now if I'm doing slashes, it is working. Show schemas, it is working. Okay, now you can operate normally. And here you can see this MySQL connection is made based on the socket. And you can see this connection local host via unique socket. Okay, so this is the purpose of the socket file actually. So each process will have the socket file, and if you want to connect the process locally, it should establish the connection using the socket only by default. Okay, so and also every socket file should have the MySQL, sorry, not MySQL, .sock extension. Okay, fine. Yeah, so this is about, yeah, we did the installation and we are able to log in all these things. This is fine. But here, if I want to manage this MySQL with like system, CTL, status, MySQL, it will not work, right? Or stop, start, whatever, it will not work because when we do the this bundle or by repo based installation, it during the installation itself it will configure the startup script. Okay, so that you were able to assembly like service or system CTL, it is working. But as it is a binary installation, we need to create our own startup script. Okay, that is also the manual work. So how we can do that? That is the next step. So here I have the content for your startup script, and this should be under the systemd folder, etc systemd folder. For example, this is the file location. Here cd/etc systemd. So if you enter to this systemd and there the system, you will you will see the service file for the different process. Okay, and here I need to create for MySQL process, right? So I'm just creating /etc systemd system MySQL d dot service. Okay, so here if you are using MySQL d or MySQL, if it is MySQL dot service, then you need to use systemctl status MySQL. If it is MySQL d dot service, then you need to use systemctl status MySQL d. Okay, before the dot service, whatever value you have, you need to use that in your systemctl command. Fine. So I'm just creating the systemd file. So this is the content actually. Let me go through it. Yeah. So here you can see this stop and start mainly, and this user group, everything is in MySQL. And here, if you see start and stop, we define that command. MySQL bin MySQL d default file is /MySQL my.cnf, right? And the same thing we did for the stop as well. This is your max open file limit. You can that MySQL process can use it. Okay. So now let me save this file and let me systemctl daemon reload. So whatever changes you are made under the systemd folder, you need to do reload once. Okay, you need to reload it. And now let me try systemctl status MySQL d. Okay, so it is inactive. And okay, before that, grep -i MySQL. Let me kill this first. Kill this process. This is what we manually started. Yeah. So now there is MySQL, nothing is running. So now I am seeing MySQL D inactive. Let me try to start it. Start MySQL D. It is failed. Why it is failed? Let me see. Let me see in the error log. MySQL logs. MySQL d.log. Ready for connection. It is not written anything here. Let me check the startup script once. Sorry. So
Sorry, that MySQL day
This
under bin
directory,
directory, right?
yeah,
this
Now it's
this
appearing
directory.
MySQL bin
yeah.
MySQL
This
because of
yeah, this directory. Yeah. Yeah. So let me update this. Let me verify this once again. Slash MySQL base bin MySQL
Is
D.
a shutdown required at the end?
Yeah, that is for the stop. When you do the exit stop, it is
Then startup for it is it not required
sorry.
for starting the database or starting the service?
Huh?
So at the end is not required start.
No, it is not required because when you run the MySQL daemon with the configuration file, it will automatically start. You don't need the
Oh,
start there. And start is
okay.
something that is we are relying on the MySQL admin, not the MySQL
Oh,
D, right? So there we
okay.
need the
So
shutdown.
okay.
Cool. So I'm just saving this file. It should work, I think. Cool. Now let me try to check the status and trying to start. Okay, I need to.
Reload the sorry.
The mod.
Reload.
Yeah. Just reloading it. Start MySQL D and checking the status. Why, man? It is again failed. Let me verify MySQL logs. Nothing is printed here. That is weird.
Think it's saying permission denied, so maybe the change the permissions.
Okay, so this is the permission denied. I think permission is fine, right? So this looks like SC Linux for forcing this. Yeah, get enforce. Yeah, it is enforcing. So let me allow 40. Yeah, now it is permissive. Yeah, when coming to the this red dot CentOS machines, this SC Linux is the problem. It create permission in it. Fine, now let me try to start it. Why it's so quick? Status. Yeah, it is now active. Okay, so the problem is we encountered two problem here. First one is we had the typo on the startup script. We missed the base slash MySQL slash base. Instead of slash MySQL slash base, we just given slash MySQL bin directly. We just skip the base. So that is the first issue we identified. And after correcting the startup script, then it was okay, but still MySQL were not started and it given the permission denied error, right? It given the permission denied error here. Yeah, previously you can see MySQL bin MySQL D, no such file directory because this is not the right location, right? So no such file directory error here. And after we fixing that, now the different error which is permission denied. This is due to the SE Linux. By default, SE Linux will enforce the process and it will not allow to start the MySQL until you have the proper folders, all these things allocated. When you are trying to start with the different folders, it will not allow to start. This is SE Linux on the RHL and App Armor that is on the Ubuntu machines. If you are changing the directories, default directories, it will not allow you to do that. Okay. The right way is if you still want to use the SE Linux, then you need to update the right folders to the SE manage. Some command is there. You need to update the right folder. But generally, from my experience, what I'm seeing, mostly people's running the SE Linux in the permissive mode instead of enforcing permissive mode. When we switch to permissive mode, we need to do a set enforce 0. After that, if you see from enforcing, it comes to permissive mode. Okay. Now you can see the current mode is permissive. After changing the SE Linux from enforcing to permissive, now we are able to start the MySQL. Okay, and you can see the MySQL is now running. Fine. So now let me try to log in again. Now still, if you are using this MySQL, it will not allow. It will command not found, right? Because this MySQL is still not in the. This is currently only available in this folder only. MySQL base bin MySQL, right? So here only it is allowed. So let's fix that. So to fix that in the RHL machine, so what is the recommended way is you can do export something like this. Okay, you can export your current path where your MySQL programs are exist. You can export that path in your profile, in your bash profile. Let me copy both of this command. So after the source, then it will quickly load your bash profile after updating. Okay. So I'm just executing both of this command. Now after that, if I am doing the MySQL, now it is working. So previously it was command not found. Now it is working, but still it is cannot connect to the MySQL. That is due to the socket. So you need to update your socket file location in your my.cnf, MySQL my.cnf. So this MySQL is the client. This is the client program. Okay. So inside the my.cnf, you need to create one client config. So you can do something like client socket client socket this file. Okay, client socket this file. So I yesterday mentioned, right? We have the different groups. Okay, so client is now we are seeing the second group, which is client. So when you are initializing the MySQL, when you are stop and after stop, when you are starting the MySQL, all the configurations under MySQL D will be read, and these parameters will be applied on the startup. This client configs are when you are trying to connect the MySQL, this client configs will be read. Okay, through the whenever you are using the client program means all this MySQL D, MySQL D admin, MySQL dump for the backup, MySQL check. There are few client programs exist. So these are all the client programs. Let me show you. Cat MySQL base bin. Yeah, so these are all the client programs. Okay, so these all client programs will use the config under client group. This is our client group. Okay, fine. So now we did this, and also MySQL, all these client programs by default, it will look the config from default my.cnf. Okay, so I'm just creating one symbolic link. Okay, so which means this etc my.cnf that is connected to this one. Whatever modifications we do here, it will update here as well. Okay, just created a symbolic link. Now, if I'm doing the MySQL, you can see now it is accessed in it. From cannot connect to MySQL, now it is accessed in it. Accessed in it means which is the password is not we provided. So root 123. Now we are able to log in. Okay, so you can set the correct path in your bash profile and you can load it. That is the first step. and you need to update your current socket to your client config in the inside the my.cnf. Then post that I'm just creating one symlink also to tell the default, I mean, to make the config available on the default location. Post that after providing the right password, it is working fine. Okay, fine. So this is about binary installation. Like what we did, we download the binary, we extracted, we created the directories, we created the user manually, we copied the binaries to the base directory, then we initialized the data structure for the data directory. After that, we manually started the MySQL, and also we updated the ownership and permissions. After that, we manually started the MySQL service. MySQL was running. Then we fixed few things to get the normal MySQL operation. We created the startup config, I mean, under the systemd folder, and there we found two issues. One is with the directory uh, typo, and another one is with the SC Linux. After we change the mode from enforcing to permissive, we were able to start the MySQL using the startup scripts. Okay, and after that, what we did? After that, we created we updated the client config to write the location to tell the location for the socket, and then we also made one base profile entry to tell the MySQL program's location, and post that we were able to log in just with just MySQL. We are able to log in with the right credentials. Okay, so this is one thing. And let's say what I was previously mentioned, right? If I want to run one more MySQL, you can just create instead of slash. So here you have this MySQL folder exists, right? With the current MySQL version is root 123. Current MySQL version is 8.4.7. Let's say if I want to do one more MySQL running with the 8.0 version, then you can just create one more directory like MySQL 80 whatever. Then you can have everything inside this. Like you can download your MySQL 8 binary and you can just create base data log. Similarly, what we did there, right? And you can run the different MySQL versions, different MySQL instance on the same server. Okay, this is something not possible with the repo or binary, because you need to maintain one repo for that, and if you are trying to install different version of MySQLs, it will create the conflicts, right? So there is a lot of challenges on doing that, but with the binary based installation, that is quite simple. You just need to create different folders, that's it. And also you need to create different startup scripts. Let's say here, if you created the startup script with MySQL d.service in under the systemd folder, then for the 8.0 you can have something like systemctl MySQL 8.0 start, 8.0 stop restart, whatever. You can customize it, right? So, and also, if you are planning to upgrade anything, see, just you need to stop the MySQL service. Then you just need to replace this base directory. That's it. You don't need to remove the package. You don't need to install nothing. You just need to download. Let's say I'm running with 8.0. I want to upgrade to 8.4. You need to do all the pre-checks like upgrade checker utility. You need to check whether your schema data everything is compatible or not. After verifying all these things, just for upgrade sake, what you need to do, you just need to remove this base, because currently this base have the directory installation directories and this shared folders everything based on the 8.0. So I just need to clean up this folder, and I need to download the binaries for 8.4, the targeted version, what I am planning to upgrade. Just copy and replace the binaries here. Then you can just start the MySQL. That's it, right? But yeah, of course, you need to do all the pre-checks before, whether your data and everything is compatible or not. You need to make the right MySQL config, all these things. But Once you're done with everything, just for the upgrade, you just need to replace these binaries. That's it. Right? That will be quick. And also you can, if you want to roll back or like something, you want to again come to the 8.0 version, you can have the backup and you can do that. But downgrade is something not possible once you've done upgrade. Just telling any version you want to have, you need to just replace the binaries. That's it. That's what I'm telling here. Okay, cool. Uh, so what is the time? 7:52. So what do you guys feel like? Are everyone is compatible if we are taking some time more after 8, or you need to go to office, or that is something? If everyone is okay, then we can take until we can some take more than 8. So this is the isolation level. It might take some 30 minutes, so I don't want to continue now as we are already around 8, right? The 7 minutes are pending. Just let me know if you guys are okay. If the class is exceeded more than 8 o'clock, we can try to cover more. Think. Yeah, tell
Uh,
me, Pandey.
Yes, Sri. Yesterday, while checking that systemd file,
Huh,
uh,
huh.
something hyphen pre also there, right? In this start script. Execution start. At last, it was hyphen pre, something was there, right?
Yeah, that is what doing the pre-checks. It will fail in the pre-check itself. But here, that is by default, we will have it. Okay. Here, it will just try to initialize. If anything error identified, here we are just skipping the pre-checks. But if you want to have the pre-checks here, that is also possible. We need to add one more entry for the exit start, and you need to do the pre-check. We can do that here as well. But for the pre-check, if you see the yesterday file, let me show that. There is one more config file is there, right? Under the /etc folder something. Let me orb-m. That is MySQL-repo. Clear system ctl status MySQL. Really, yes, this is the folder. Yeah. So here you can see this is our pre. So we need to find this exact file name here. Where is the terminal? This is what? Okay, so this is the one, right? So here this should be under not user share. It should be under /MySQL/base. Uh, remove the plus. Let me see MySQL base share folder is there. Yeah, share. Um, what is that after share MySQL? Okay, let me try to find it. -9. Okay, so this is the manual script, then it should be created while installation. Let me see what is there. User share MySQL 8.0, this one, right? MySQL, yeah, systemd start. Okay, so this is the manual script. So if you want to do the pre-checks, then we need to create the same script there as well. Not in the same location, whatever location you want, you can do there. Actually, this is quite simple. This all things are hidden, right? This everything is hidden. So we need to find the this folder where it is preload. Yeah. So this is actually the when we install, this is getting created, but in the binaries we actually do not have within the same name. So, but yeah, if you want to have the pre-checks, then we need to create it for or I mean the similar way how we created the startup script for the MySQL, we need to create this one as well. But
Okay, okay.
yeah, but initially I would say it is not needed, even though because whenever you have some issues in the config, it will never start. MySQL will never start. So this is initially it is not needed, but still, if you want, you can create it and you need to update the systemd file. That's it.
Okay,
If you want
something is there like a MySQL. We can start in shape mode also, right? What is that mean by that shape mode?
shape mode,
MySQL start in
Safe,
shape.
safe.
you mean the
Okay.
MySQL D safe?
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. MySQL D safe is the backend script. It will keep monitor the MySQL D. Okay. So the difference between MySQL D and MySQL D safe is MySQL D is the daemon. It will be it will when it is running, your MySQL is running. When your MySQL D is not running, your MySQL is not running. Okay, that is the daemon for the MySQL service. But what MySQL D safe will do, it will keep check the MySQL D is running or not. If the MySQL D is not running, then it will try to start the MySQL D. That is the use case of MySQL D safe. When you are triggering the MySQL D safe, in the backend, it will call the MySQL D process. And it will also keep monitor whether the MySQL D is running or not. If it is not running, it will try to start the MySQL D automatically. That is the purpose of MySQL D safe.
Uh,
Okay.
Just one request. Can't we discuss all the doubts in the end of the session? Because during the middle of the session, the time is going beyond the session.
Yeah, that is one thing. Yeah.
Because video length also very high.
Sri, I have one doubt.
Yeah, yeah, please, please.
So, see,
Uh,
one thing actually, just you could this one take a session like 1.5 hour. That is more than sufficient, I believe. After that, actually, just whoever interested, they can go with their doubts.
Yeah, yeah, that is
Actual session, you take
because initially
till
what
8:30.
happens in my initial stage, like when I'm starting this batch one, batch two, when the people start asking the questions, it will never end actually.
Yeah, that's
That
correct. Yeah, whatever you said, that's correct. Yeah, so till 8 o'clock, you take the session, the actual session. So after 8 o'clock, yeah, can start queries. You can clarify on that. Whoever interested will continue there. Actually, whoever want to go, then we can drop off, right?
yes,
That
yes,
would be
that
good.
makes sense. Yeah. Cool.
And also please share the blog registration and your notes.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
uh,
yeah, I will update it. Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
I
Sri.
have one query, Sri. I think this out of this session, just
Yeah.
see whenever now MySQL D started service started, right? Database started. So the InnoDB buffer full size it will automatically set. Can you check how much is automatically checked now?
Actually, automatically it will pick the default value, but there is one parameter which is MySQL dedicated server. So if you use
Uh,
that parameter, then InnoDB buffer pool size, then InnoDB
Can you log in now? Can you check how much it is there in InnoDB buffer full size? What is the default value? We
default
didn't
should
specify.
be 128, I think. Let me check.
128 MB?
Yeah, yeah, I think yes. InnoDB buffer pool size.
Oh,
One
120 MB.
zero two four. Yeah, 128 MB.
Okay. So now I have a doubt here. Even this is uh, in my office as we got it. So now 128 MB, right? If you go there, this one is it? If you change this to 1 GB,
Hmm.
this one is it without using any this one sessions or any processors? Is it at the OS level it will use 1 GB or only 128 GB or what? How much it will use at OS level?
See, this InnoDB buffer pool size is something the global buffer that will be used for the InnoDB process. For the InnoDB
Okay.
process, it will not exceed this size. But when you come to the MySQL, it is not only we have the global buffer, right? We have a lot of thread-based buffers. For example, join buffer size, sort buffer size, read R&D buffer, table cache, and
Yeah.
temp tables. All these things are there, right? So apart from
Hmm.
this InnoDB usage, there is and thread stack, right? Thread for each
See,
thread, it will allocate some memory.
yeah, yeah. My question is, if we increase this InnoDB buffer full size to 1 GB,
Mm.
will it be consumed from the OS memory immediately?
It will not consume immediately.
Or can
So
you check that? Okay, but it will
yeah.
not consume. You are sure?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
Yeah. See, for example, now 120 MB, 128 MB, right?
Mm.
So can you take now free iPhone M output?
Okay.
Something like used this one 2 GB and the free ones. If you increase now InnoDB buffer full size to 1 GB,
Okay.
what will be the immediately will it consume from the this one OS memory or it will not consume it?
Let's test it. Set global InnoDB buffer pool size equal to 1 into 1024 into 1024 into 1024. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see,
See, it is not using, right?
yeah. But one
Because no
scenario
client
is,
process, no client
So
process is
now,
running, right?
okay, there is a bug in 8.6, I think. See, whenever we increase this InnoDB buffer pool size in the latest version, like 8.6, okay, 8.4.6, actually it is automatically consuming the memory from OS.
so you mean,
Okay.
when
Yeah,
I
you
think
overrise it, sudden, I mean, on the same time, it is consuming from the Linux, right?
Linux. Actually, now earlier it was 2093 GB, right? And 93 MB, right?
Hmm.
After increasing the InnoDB buffer full size, it is also increasing from here as well.
But if that is the live server, that is expected, right? See, currently we are
No,
not
live server,
using.
no, no. The application team has not yet started using on it.
Okay, so without any traffic, any transaction.
Without any traffic. The reason I'm asking this is recently we upgraded from 8.0 from 41 to 8.4.6.
Okay.
So
maybe
in
we
8.0, it was same like the same behavior. In 8.4.6, after upgrading to this one, we
Hmm.
are getting a P1S instance because that InnoDB buffer full size we set earlier like this much. Like see for example for 6 GB, if out 7 GB is the OS memory, we put like 5 GB is the InnoDB buffer full size.
Hmm.
After upgrading, it is automatically consuming the memory from the OS. It is not releasing. During the upgrade,
Okay.
it may go to 5 GB, but again it should release, right? If there is no traffic at
Do you,
uh,
yeah, yeah. So do you have some kind of monitoring like PMM? If you have
yes,
the
yes.
PMM, you have PMM, right?
PMM means for what? Database
Okay,
monitoring.
that is a monitoring dashboard.
Uh,
So if you have this kind of monitoring, you can easily identify where it memory is getting used.
Okay, okay, that is what. Yeah, that is further investigation is going on. Yeah.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
fact, actually, that seems actually there is a bug in 8.4.6. I read so many blogs. Actually, they are saying that M-lock not release the memory, JM-lock release the memory, something, so many things. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah,
But
that
anyhow,
is
this is,
something weird what you are telling. But that is if there is no bug report, I think you can raise one bug.
we completely, because of that, actually, we completely stopped this one upgrade project itself to investigate further on this.
Yeah. So on the same time, it is increasing, right? You mean?
Yeah. After upgrade, it is increasing.
Which means
See,
when you set the buffer pool size with some value, on the same time it
mm,
is increasing.
increasing.
But how you are setting? You are setting on the global, what I did
Yeah,
for
set global, same,
same.
whatever you did it now.
Okay.
It should not be, right? It should not.
Yeah, yeah. But if that is a live traffic is already there, then it should.
No,
It should
no,
continue.
actually, yeah, even that is okay, acceptable. If there is a processes are running on the server, then that definitely it will consume the memory. So
Mm.
there is no process except uh, this one default process.
Okay, okay, got it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you
This
for
is
having
VM,
this.
one kind of VM. Let me try this, increase my curiosity also. Let me try this in the this machine, like the EC2 instance. Let's see that.
Yeah, we are using actually this one IS cloud servers, our internal cloud servers.
Okay,
So there actually it is, but I did not check bare metal like normal servers.
okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm just restarting the MySQL D. Okay, and I'm checking the current used is 801 free. Only we have this much available is fine. And let me see current MySQL -e select at inodb buffer pools size equal sorry 1024 and I'm just giving the password here -p. Don't give the password in the terminal. Okay, so this is 128. Now let me change this value, and before that I want to do free-m one more time, and now I am.
The total memory itself 907, right? You can't change much, right?
Yeah, I cannot change much to see the difference, but just trying to, because the one we were
You
seeing
reduce.
before is
You are trying to reduce.
no. I'm just going to
Hmm.
increase to 256 into 1024 into 1024. I'm just trying to increase to 256 MP. Set global. Okay, this is now,
Uh, it's
but
not changing, right?
yeah, it is not.
Based on this. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe I will also do some investigation on this. I will get back if I did something. This is because
Yeah.
interesting to me. What is the version
No,
you are using?
the funny part is actually just the SMEs or architect people actually who are working. They do all the testing before going to upgrade, right?
Uh,
All
got
their tests got failed actually. Just I'm
okay.
the Oracle DBA, but I found this one and give a challenging to them. So they not yet come back since last 2 days.
Yeah. But this behavior is confirmed here. This in it changed
Mm.
to 256, but still I can see the same usage only. Cool. What is the
Okay,
version? That is 8.4.6.
8 point. Yeah. So the same behavior it was happening in 8.0.4, 141 or 436, those all things. When we upgrade to major upgrade, it is happening.
Okay.
I think
8.4.
you said You should have been tried to 80412, to 8443 or 44, then major upgrade.
No, no, yeah, we
So,
did that one. Actually, just that is regular process. Actually, every month or every 3 months we do upgrades like 8.362, 38, 382, 40241. These all we never seen this issue. So when we did this major upgrade, we see this
because
issue.
we upgraded 846 and we don't see any issues.
No issue in the sense even we are not seeing any issue. But the thing is, it
Hmm.
just you check in your if you put some InnoDB buffer pool size like a 6
Hmm.
GB out of your server size, the server memory is 8 GB. Okay,
Okay.
so it should not use that one 6 GB for always, right? Whatever load is there currently, that much load only it will consume memory. It should not use this one, whatever. InnoDB buffer pool size, if you set 6 GB, immediately it should not consume 6 GB memory from the OS.
Hmm. Okay. Does you guys miss that huge page setting at any by any chance?
No, that will be there defaultly, right? When the server was
Use
building,
space settings is there that the same server
starting.
the reason why we got this issue, sorry, why I raised it with my team. See, when the server was the version with 8.4 0.441, the memory was InnoDB buffer pool size memory was 6 GB. Okay, but actual if we use like a free -m or this one top command. So during that time, actually the server, the MySQL process consuming memory is just 2 GB, 1.9 GB, similar like that earlier we seen, right? 1.9 GB or 1.1900 MB, something like that. After we upgrade, it consuming this one, it means 6 GB. It means 90% of more than 90% of server memory utilizing, then we are getting P1S incidents. It is keep on occurring P1S incidents because there is a threshold value when it reaches to 90%, more than 90%, a critical alert will generate. So that is where actually the problem is started.
I think can
Normally,
you
if you
try?
set a 6G, I'm sorry.
Can you try for the diag collection? I think it will give the
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
See, actually, just I'm not dedicated MySQL DBA. I'm the Oracle DBA. Just here, multiple technologies we need to work. So just
Mhm.
I'm supporting like a L3 DBA things. But actually, these guys are working on it. Let's see. I will update you what is the
Mm.
answer in further classes if they found any solution for this.
Mhm.
There are
Okay.
MySQL
three.
dedicated SMEs are there. They are working on it.
Keep us
Oh,
updated,
okay.
friend. How
Yeah,
you
sure, sure.
fix it.
Yeah. Three, like I have one doubt.
Yeah,
Actively, like how we came to know, like when you start the MySQL D, we got the permission denied, right? And you went and you changed enforcing to permissive. Like
yeah.
where we will check what like whether we need to do from enforcing to
Actually,
permissive.
so when you see the
Like
permission
it will
setting,
write in the MySQL D log. Generally, being a DBA, when permission denied means directly we will go to the folder and we will change CH mode and we'll give the 777 or 755. Generally, people will like being a DBA will think like that way, right? So, and
That is
how
a
we
part of
came.
experience, sorry. That is a
Yeah,
part of
yes,
experience.
I know. Yeah,
actually,
experience, I know. But see, like we are the first time doing person. We don't know, right? We need lot of troubleshooting.
So
yes.
Uh,
you check all your this one whatever they related your MySQL DBA folders and permissions, these all things. Then still the issue is not resolved. Then you will go to your Linux team or this one Google somewhere. One
yeah,
time
that
if you face
we.
that, uh,
No, this is the new thing. Like I never like I did lot of my like private installations, but this is the new for me. That's why I asked.
Got you. Got you.
So the approach is usually you need to start from this checking the permission for your folders, all these things,
Mhm.
right? So after
Generally,
checking that, then you
generally,
need to.
no,
Mhm.
this in this kind of depth, no block will give, right? So we need to do some invasive to permissive like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it will take time to fix this kind of things.
Actually, when you started exploring the basic permissions, if everything is right, then you need to explore the other thing, system level, anything is blocking or not. So you need to approach in that way. But here,
Mm.
how I got is suddenly I was when why I am checking the SLNX is I aware this is binary installation. This we are keeping the different folders, not the default one, right? So when we are
Mm.
having the different folders, this AC, Linux and AppArmor, this will block the thing. That is also many teams I face this
Okay.
thing, face issues when I'm changing the directory for binlog, when I'm changing the data directory to other directory. So different kind of activities when I'm performing, I get into this situation multiple times. So
Oh,
yeah.
oh, okay.
So
Only we will get on this error on only SUSE Linux. Okay, right?
yeah, yeah. In the Red Dot
Okay. If we
Linux,
are
hmm,
if we are doing OEL like Oracle Enterprise Linux, we won't see this kind of issues, right?
I think there also we have the SC Linux.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I think we have there also.
Oh, okay.
And Ubuntu and Debian based machines, you will have the issue with the app armor.
Mhm. Okay.
Let me show one thing. So this is the machine, right? So here, if you see what is this machine? This is EC2 RHL. Yeah. So here, if you see here, LE less etc apparmor.d. So here you can see the file for MySQL D, right? If you check this
Mm.
file, by default it will have the all the folders whitelisted here. For example,
Okay.
varlib MySQL, varlib MySQL read write, right? Varlib MySQL
Mm.
files, varlib MySQL keyring, varlog MySQL. So all the default folders will be whitelisted here. But now if I
Mm.
am adding, I want to change the data directory from varlib MySQL to MySQL data, something different folder, means when
Mm.
I am trying to change that, AppArmor will not allow to do that because that folders are not allowed. I mean, not defined in this AppArmor config, right? So what I need to do, I need to update this config from varlib MySQL to MySQL data, whatever the new folder I need to update here. Then only I need to reload the AppArmor. Then only AppArmor will allow the new directory to use the MySQL process, right? So
Oh,
similarly, we have the SE Linux in the Red Hat based machines, Red Hat, CentOS, Oracle Linux.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you don't need, there is no other thing I like to will create the permission denied problem in the MySQL.
Mm.
So it should be the permission or ownership issue, otherwise SE Linux. That's it.
Okay, got it.
Siri, one quick doubt, okay? Quick question. The small
Yeah.
doubt. Like, uh, you mentioned, like, while upgrading newer version, we can just replace that base directory with
Binary. Yeah.
directly. We can replace that or some other like how it will relink with the binary database. How it will link. Same file will be there, or that might not be there also, right? In
See,
newer
actually,
version.
yeah, so actually, when you need to do that, you need to first check all these pre-checks, right? You aware of the upgrade process, right? We need to do this reserved writes check, config check, and your application connector compatibility. These all things you need to check. Once everything is fine, your your data directory is compatible with the newer targeted version, then you can just replace the binary there.
Okay, okay. For
Yeah,
safe side, we can put in a new directory also, right? Not in instead of replacing,
mm.
we can put that binary in separate directory as well, right?
You
That
can
also.
do that. If you are doing that, you need to update your my.cnf to tell the base directory, the new
Okay.
location. And
Okay.
when you are starting that, MySQL will take care of it. MySQL will understand when you are starting with the new library. Okay, so we are having the new library, the upgraded version. If all your verification is already done, your data directory is compatible, then MySQL, when the MySQL is getting started, MySQL D will take care of it. It will upgrade your data directory to compatible with the newer targeted version.
Okay, thank you. And if in case of multiple instances are running in same machine, that
Mm.
time like we updated that our batch profile, right? For the default MySQL D or MySQL client command. If
Mm.
multiple instance is running,
Mm.
that time how we will maintain batch profile?
I don't think you need to update. You can just have one update is fine. This MySQL, all this have the default programming, right? So this will run based on the options which you are providing, right? For example, if I want to connect you are running five MySQL instances and you want to connect the third MySQL instance, which means MySQL program is same for all the MySQL, all five MySQL instances. You just need to provide the options like username, password, and host or socket, port, whatever you need you have for the third MySQL instance. These
Okay.
options only you need to pass it. The
Yeah,
program.
MySQL client is same for all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
program is same. Yeah, there is no difference in the program, right? That is same, but that just you need to pass it. That's it.
Okay,
You
thank you.
you got it right? Yeah.
I think before upgrade, one this MySQL check command will give all the things, right? What are the errors?
Yeah,
We can
MySQL
run the
upgrade
MySQL
checker.
check. MySQL check.
You are telling
Yes,
about the MySQL upgrade checker
before
or
upgrade.
MySQL check?
No, before upgrade, we will run the MySQL check command on the running version. It will give if any unknown parameters on my.cnf or if any tables are in invalid state. So it will give before upgrade, right? So that
Yeah, yeah.
command will give.
That is the upgrade checker utility. So when you are running that, it will perform all the checks. Like any
Yeah.
reserved word which is not, you need to provide the target version in the command line. So it will start comparing your current thing with the targeted version. If it identified any I mean anything is not okay, then it will print three notes. One is a note, another one is warning, and another one is error. So you need to fix all these things before moving to the targeted version. So if you have any error, then you cannot upgrade. You can It will not allow you to upgrade to the newer version. But if you have warnings, then you will able to upgrade, but still you need to take care of the warnings as well. It may create any functionality problems. So you need to take care of all the three things. Take care of it before upgrading. That is the recommended thing. We will see that, man. We have the upgrade session also. So there we will cover all these minor and major version upgrades.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else, guys? Okay, so I hope everyone received the recording. If anyone is missing, please share the email ID. And yeah, tomorrow is Friday, right? Yeah, we will continue tomorrow. We will try to finish this transaction isolation and lockings by tomorrow. And yeah, and then we will start with the InnoDB architecture, or how first we will see the replication or InnoDB thing. I think
No, first
better.
architecture is better.
So what I'm thinking is when we start with the architecture, then continuously we can cover the performance tuning session as well. So so that it would be in the continuous flow, right? Once if we have some gap, then mm, see if we understand once we taken the architecture session, then going through this parameter, all these things will give the better understanding. Just thinking. Let's see. Okay.
No, because PT is please tell separately because everyone need performance tuning. So if you combine with architecture and it will be more hectic and
Okay. Okay. So you want to
after
have.
architecture, you can go for the backups and after that you can go for the replication upgrade and then PT.
Okay. So architecture, performance tuning, backup, something like that. You mean, right?
No, architecture, backups,
Hmm.
replication, then upgrade and then PT.
Finally, you mean performance tuning. Okay.
Yes, final.
Cool.
So could you explain a little more about the parameters actually that will make more
Yeah, yeah. We
important?
will cover that in the performance tuning session. We will address
Yeah,
most of
even before
the.
that also just at least a few parameters about that parameters
Yeah,
after the architecture.
whenever you are telling architecture, right? So you can mention all architecture related InnoDB and normal parameters. And whenever you are using the validate plugins and plugins, you can tell plugin parameters. And whenever you are enabling the SSL, then you can tell the SSL parameters. Like that, it will be
Yeah, yeah,
easier
that's
for
correct.
us, and we can remember the things. See, no
Yeah.
need to go
So
for the content.
that is anyway that will covered, right? Because see, for example, today we see about this binary installation, so we know we check all these related parameters, right? So that will be
Mm-hmm.
covered. Um. Okay. Cool.
And
Let
also,
me.
whenever you are telling the replication, and you can replication parameters and group replication and group replication parameters.
Yeah.
Then that will be sequential.
Yeah. Cool, man. So yeah, just let me know if you any guys have any other thoughts on this topic flow. And yeah, I think if there is no more questions, we can drop off. I have to get some sleep, man. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
thank you then. Yeah. Bye. See you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.